We're in 7th place, and Rovers, they're in 15th, but they do have games in hand. Well, Swindon's Jimmy Quinn should have scored from this Gardiner corner, out-jumped Bury's defence, but couldn't find the target. Peter Coyne likewise had a golden opportunity, but Northern Ireland's keeper Phil Hughes was having none of it. Well, this Swindon move was a real classic. Watch the build-up. Not many teams in the 3rd division are doing that this season. The chip across to White, he nods down, and Gardiner really, if he'd hit the ball anywhere, would have made it 1-0 to Swindon. Well, it took 63 minutes for Swindon to eventually find the net. A tame corner cleared by Berry, and Gardiner swung his left foot, and that was all it needed. That was Gardiner's first goal of the season. Well, Berry had to throw men forward. Jonathan Clark's shot was brilliantly saved by Fraser Digby. After 3 attempts on goal, that was. Digby, certainly one of the Swindon signings of the season. David Lee of Berry always looked dangerous when running forward. Here, he beat his men, chipped, nearly caught Digby out, but not quite. And once again, it was soon Digby back in action again as Berry thrust forward, cut into the Swindon's area, and a bit of defensive luck there, and Swindon kept a clean sheet. By the final whistle, the Swindon goal was really under siege. The Robins hanging on for 3 valuable points, and all keyed up now for next Saturday's FA Cup game in London against Fulham. It's Freight Rover Trophy time again tomorrow. Swindon are at Brentford. Both teams have qualified for the next round, so the result really is academic. On Wednesday, Rovers must beat Exeter at Twerton Park if they want to stay in the competition.
3 more points against Bury on Saturday.
After the match, Lou Macari justified the Dell performance, saying it paid off, but only just. It was half an hour before Peter Coyne really troubled the keeper. Peter Coyne again in action down the right, sending in the cross, but first Chris Kamara, then Mark Gardiner, being beaten by the defence. Lee Barnard set up the best chance of the half. His cross nodded down by Steve White for Mark Gardiner again to drive the ball almost through the Bury keeper's legs. In the second half, Bury came out of their tight defensive shell. Their first attempt, a shot from Trevor Ross. Then from the corner, a pile driver of a shot from Jonathan Clark, but it went just wide. But it was a corner at the other end which gave Swindon the lead. The ball falling well for Mark Gardiner. His first goal for the first team, and what a valuable one. Bury hit back immediately. First, a dangerous cross headed away by Tim Parkin. Then from the corner, a well-struck shot by Jonathan Clark again, Fraser Digby doing well to spot it coming through a sea of legs. Bury fought on, this cross causing Fraser Digby to scurry back and concede a corner. A lucky escape for Swindon as Bury continued with the pressure. First, Fraser Digby's boot, then the head of Colin Calderwood, covering very well, prevents an almost certain goal. Further attempts came from Bury, but Swindon hung on for their 12th point from the 4th game of the holiday season. A bit lucky, but that's what you need to keep up with the league leaders.
Lucky or not, that result keeps Swindon in 6th place. City are in 7th, despite their 2-0 defeat at Rotherham. Rovers, with some games in hand, are now in 15th place. The matches this week are in the Freight Rover Trophy preliminary round. Brentford is the venue for Swindon's game, and Rovers take on Exeter.